The FTL Chronicles of the DS Rover, Chapter 1, In the vastness of space where the tapestry of the cosmos unfolds, we find the Deep Space Rover, better known as the DS Rover. The pinnacle of Earth's technological advancements, this vessel stands as humanity's first foray into faster-than-light travel. Unlike anything before, the DS Rover blends cutting-edge science with the daring spirit of exploration. Equipped with revolutionary FTL engines designed to breach the cosmos at velocities beyond the speed of light, bringing the unfathomable distances of the cosmos into humanity's reach. At the helm of this monumental endeavor is Captain B.N.Rocker. His deep understanding of astrophysics, combined with an unshakable resolve, makes him the ideal candidate to captain the maiden voyage of the DS Rover. Joining Captain Rocker are his two trusted co-pilots, each a titan in their own right. The first co-pilot, Lieutenant Maya Jensen, brings a razor-sharp intellect and an unparalleled expertise in spacecraft engineering. Her innovations have already revolutionized space travel, but it's her cool demeanor under pressure that makes her invaluable. The second co-pilot, Lieutenant Jackson "Hawk" Hawkins, is a prodigy of navigation and tactical maneuvers. With reflexes honed in the crucible of space's unforgiving vacuum, Hawk's instincts and piloting skills complete the team. The mission, tasked with testing the FTL engine's capabilities, the crew's objective was straightforward: execute a series of sublight maneuvers before initiating the first-ever faster-than-light jump outside Earth's orbit. This maiden voyage, though primarily a technical demonstration, held the promise of future explorations and the potential discovery of new worlds, marking the dawn of a new era in space exploration. The cabin was alive with the glow of instrument panels and the steady beat of the ship's heart, ready to beat faster than it ever had. The atmosphere was electric, charged with anticipation and the weight of the moment. They checked and rechecked systems, their training automatic. "Systems check in T-2 minutes, Maya announced, her voice steady. Her fingers danced over the console, initiating sequences that would test the integrity of their vessel one final time before they ventured beyond known limits. "Navigation and flight controls are green across the board," Hawk reported, his eyes never leaving his screens. The camaraderie among the crew was evident. Captain Rocker, seated in the command chair, surveyed the readouts. "All right, team, this is it. Let's make history." His voice firm and confident. As the countdown commenced, the anticipation in the command center reached a crescendo. Families of the crew, dignitaries, and countless individuals around the globe watched with bated breath as the final moments ticked down. 3, 2, 1. "Punch it," Captain Rocker commanded, the moment of truth upon them. The initial surge forward was smooth, a testament to the precision engineering of the FTL engines, but within moments, the expected acceleration gave way to an unprecedented and alarming surge. The stars outside stretched into lines as reality itself seemed to warp around the DS Rover. "We're exceeding expected velocities 2 times, 4 times, 8 times the speed of light." Hawk's voice cut through the cabin, a mix of awe and concern as the numbers climbed exponentially. Maya was already at work, her fingers a blur as she attempted to diagnose the issue. "The ship isn't responding to my commands. It's like the engines have a mind of their own." The ship shuddered, a tangible sign of the strain they were under. Alarms blared, a cacophony that underscored the severity of their situation. "Speed is exponential to the second power," Hawk shouted over the din, his calm giving way to the urgency of their predicament. Captain Rocker's mind raced. "Prepare to shut down the engines. We need to regain control," he ordered. "Attempting shutdown," Maya responded, her focus absolute as she initiated the sequence. For a moment that seemed to stretch into eternity, nothing happened. Then, as suddenly as it had begun, the acceleration ceased. The stars returned to their familiar points of light, but the silence that followed was anything but reassuring. "We're adrift," Hawk announced, his voice subdued, the relief of surviving their uncontrolled flight tempered by the uncertainty of their situation. Captain Rocker took a moment to assess their condition. "Status report," he commanded. "We're intact, but the engines are overheated. It'll be some time before we can make another jump, Maya reported, her earlier calmness returning as she focused on the solutions rather than the problem. The crew's initial attempts to establish their position were met with frustration. Star charts and navigational systems designed for the known cosmos were ill-equipped to decipher their surroundings. I've cross-referenced our visuals with the database. There's nothing familiar, nothing that matches, Hawk reported. The vast star-filled void outside offered no comfort, only a stark reminder of their isolation. As hours turned into days, the crew grappled with the technical challenges of their predicament. The engines, though no longer in a state of dangerous overdrive, required extensive recalibrations, a task complicated by their unfamiliar environment. Maya, her expertise more crucial than ever, worked tirelessly, her usual composure strained by the mounting pressure. The engines aren't just uncalibrated. The FTL jump caused fluctuations in the core matrix. It's like trying to repair a clockwork mechanism while blindfolded, she confessed during one of their briefings. Amidst the technical endeavors, the emotional toll on the crew was visible. Space, in its infinite majesty, had always been a realm of solitude, but this level of isolation was beyond anything they had prepared for. Meals and rest periods were consumed in silence, each member of the crew lost in their own thoughts, grappling with the weight of their situation. The tight-knit camaraderie that had bolstered them through the launch was tested as they faced the reality of their circumstances. It was during one of these periods of heavy silence that the unexpected occurred. Hawk, who had taken to meticulously scanning the void for any landmark or anomaly, paused, his attention caught by an irregularity on the sensors. "There's something out there," he announced. The crew gathered around the navigation console, watching as the blip on the screen grew into the unmistakable signature of a massive object. As the DS rover drew closer, the object began to take shape. A spaceship, though ship seemed too mundane a term for the behemoth that loomed before them. This was no human-made vessel. It dwarfed the DS rover, its size rivaling that of a small city. Its design was unlike anything the crew had seen or imagined. Portions of the ship glowed with an internal light, hinting at activity and life within. Captain Rocker made the decision to attempt communication. As Captain B.N.Rocker initiated a hailing frequency, an attempt to bridge the cosmic divide with a gesture of peace, the alien ship's response was immediate and unequivocal. A brilliant pulse of energy surged from its core, materializing into a searing bolt of light that streaked across the void with lethal precision. The DS rover jolted as its crew enacted evasive maneuvers, narrowly avoiding the energy bolt that illuminated the darkness of space with a clear message. Communication was not an option. As Captain B.N.Rocker's command cut through the tension-laden air, "Evasive maneuvers, hard port, punch it, get us the hell out of here." The DS rover sprang into action, its engines igniting with a ferocity. The crew each worked in seamless harmony. Lieutenant Maya Jensen's rerouting power to the engines, while Hawk deftly maneuvered the ship, steering it into a hard port turn that sent them careening away from the path of destruction. The alien behemoth, its intentions clear and its target locked, discharged another blast of energy. This second bolt, a streak of lethal light, cut through the space. The DS rover shuddered as its engines sputtered to life, a stuttering heartbeat that surged with sudden vitality. Space around them blurred, the stars stretching into lines as they made the jump to faster-than-light speed, the DS rover slipping from the grasp of destruction, with no time to spare. The ship, its systems pushed to their limits, hummed with the strain of their flight. Inside, their breaths coming in sharp gasps as the reality of their survival settled in. As the DS rover slowed, emerging from the adrenaline-fueled rush of their escape, the familiar patterns of known space greeted them. The constellations, those ancient guides of explorers past and present, shined with a comforting familiarity. They were back in known space. The sight of recognizable stars, a celestial tapestry that had watched over Earth for millennia, brought a profound sense of relief. They had returned from the unknown, their journey a harrowing testament to the dangers that lay beyond the safety of familiar skies. But with that danger came knowledge, an invaluable understanding of the vastness of space and the potential encounters that awaited humanity among the stars. This is not goodbye, nor the end. Until the story continues, my friends. B.N.Rocker.